I'm Reba with AppliancePartsPros.com. I'm going to show you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breaker's off, so there's no chance of electrocution. I'm going to show you how to change out your solenoid and arm assembly for your GE refrigerator. Should be a quick fix, won't take us long. If you've already got the part, great. If not, click the link below or go to AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you'll get your new solenoid and arm assembly. The solenoid and arm assembly is what helps you choose between crushed or whole ice. If you can't make that selection on your refrigerator, this is the part that needs to be changed. Let's get started. Let's go into the freezer to get to the ice maker. All right, you'll notice there's even a picture right here on how to pull your ice bin out. Just pull it out like one of your crisper trays. Then we'll remove the ice bin cover. That just pulls right out. We'll remove the top shelf, which lifts up and pulls right out. There are 4 screws holding the housing assembly on. We're going to take those off using a 1/4-inch nut driver. All right, so now that the 4 screws are removed, you can pull the housing assembly out. You'll need to disconnect the 2 wire harnesses, one on top and one in the back. You can use a flathead screwdriver to loosen the locking tabs on the side. And then the wire harness pulls right out. Now, gently lower the housing assembly. The second wire harness is located in the back. It has the same locking tabs on it. You can use your flathead to loosen those up and then unplug that one as well. Now we can remove the whole assembly and replace the parts. To remove the solenoid and arm assembly from the housing assembly, we'll first need to disconnect the wires that are attached. There are 3. These 2 can just be pulled out. The green one, you'll need to use that 1/4-inch nut driver. The wires are removed, we can turn it over, and there are just 2 screws holding the solenoid and arm assembly on. We'll remove those with that 1/4-inch nut driver. And you'll see right here, we have our solenoid and arm assembly. Now, this styrofoam casing can be gently twisted to remove. If your new arm looks just like the old arm, then you can use this one, the old one. If it's broken or you think you need to replace it, then we'll need to remove this roll pin, pull this housing off, and put it on the new arm. To do that, just take a small nail or Allen wrench, put it right inside this hole pin, and give it a good couple of whacks. It'll start to come out. There we go. Shot right out. Now the housing's off, and we can replace both the solenoid and the arm into the new housing and styrofoam. Here's the old solenoid and arm assembly next to the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, go to AppliancePartsPros.com. We're going to start by putting the arm assembly back together. Now, here's our roll pin and the housing. Line these holes up. It's spring-loaded, so you'll push it until the holes are lined up right. And then put the roll pin there. And give it a couple of taps. And now it's back in. Now we'll assemble it with the solenoid. We'll take this styrofoam and line it up right on top. Now that the solenoid and arm assembly is assembled, we'll use these tabs on the side, line up to put it into the housing assembly. Now, after you do that, line up the holes on your solenoid with the holes at the back of the housing assembly.
and use these 1/4-inch nuts to mount it. Once it's mounted, we can reconnect our green wire and we can reconnect our gray wire on bottom, orange wire on top,
and put the housing assembly back into the freezer. First thing we're going to need to do to reinstall the housing assembly is plug these wires back in.
The one from the back goes into the back, and then lift it up. The one on the top goes right into the top. You'll hear it click.
Line up the housing unit so that the 4 mounting screws can be put in using the 1/4-inch nut driver. Now we'll put in the ice bin cover. Line up the grooves at the top and it slides right in. Let's put in the top shelf, which you line it up and it slides right in. We simply slide the ice bin back in. Ice maker's back in, shut the freezer door, plug her back in, and she's ready to go. Thanks for being a part of another successful do-it-yourself repair. Share your repair with us on Facebook and look for all your repair needs at appliancepartspros.com.